the KOSU studios. I'm joined by Nathan Poppe, the photographer for the VDub sessions, and the Spies Ferris O'Brien, the driver of the VDub sessions.
For lack of better.
Nathan, first off, let's talk with you. What is happening tonight? There's a big deal going on tonight for the VDub sessions.
Absolutely. We're having a really exciting event in Norman, Oklahoma at the MAINSITE Art Gallery. It's a VDub celebration. We've rented about 7 projectors, and we are going to be shooting episodes of the VDub sessions onto these blank white walls, making our own video art installation, if you will. Our good friends at the Idea Collective are helping with that, and I know this was the brainchild of Tracy Zeke of Bumbershoot PR, and everybody's just working together to make kind of a unique event out of this.
That's going to be very cool. Now, Ferris, for anybody who doesn't know, what are the VDub sessions?
The VDub sessions kind of spawned out of a mutual idea, partnership, if you will, between myself and Jonathan Fowler of Fowler Volkswagen and Marianne Osco, who kind of came up with this idea of how do we partner a radio station with a car dealership, per se. Volkswagen seemed like the logical choice. Fowler was doing some different advertising. We did the partnership. Myself and Jonathan found the 77 VDub bus. It was actually driven by, I don't know, I think she was like 94 or something like that. She was a retired piano teacher, English teacher here in the city. And her and her husband bought it brand new. And they used to go camping in it. He passed away several years prior to this, and she was just kind of hanging on to, and slowly but surely getting rid of some of those things. And she actually cut me off one morning and had a for sale sign in the rear window. And Fowler and I had already been talking about, what can we do and how can we? And I called him and I was like, "You got to come up here and see this bus. It's old and it's a camper and it's awesome." And he came up and we made plans to go see it, and subsequently got the bus. And then enter into the picture Marianne Osco, who kind of helped with, well, let's create music and let's do this. And the Black Cab sessions or something, and like takeaway shows were really popular. And Fowler was like, "I know this kid that I see at every show, and he's always carrying a camera, and he would be perfect to like loop in on this." And I'm like, well, who is this kid? And then enter Nathan Poppe into the section, into the whole like scheme of things, and I'm not like really like stroking the ego here, but he's brilliant at what he does. I mean, how he gets that sound and the shots and captures the moment of these bands. And it's just a simplistic idea of grabbing a band, getting him to pile into the back of a 77 Volkswagen camper bus. Mm-hmm. I drive around the block, Nathan films it and records it, and boom, VDub session.
Nathan, when you're actually shooting, and I've seen some of these, they're amazing. How are you getting some of these shots? It looks like there's more than one camera in there.
For the most part, I'm sitting in the back seat with the band and making sure I get one full take of the band doing their song. And sometimes we'll have somebody sitting in the front seat, kind of getting the
B-roll,
the feeling of downtown, what's going on. Sometimes there's people will honk at us. People will stop on the street and wave at us. And so
thumbs up, peace sign.
So we sometimes have somebody in the front seat trying to capture those moments as well.
We've even had a death of a GoPro.
Oh yeah, we even had a camera that we suction cupped to the back of the van, and it didn't stick quite as well as it normally did, and it fell off. And about, what would you say, half of a second later, a car ran over it.
Oh,
and that GoPro is no more. So rest in peace, GoPro. You did good though.
Now, was that featured in one of the episodes?
No, that footage is destroyed.
Oh, see, you guys need to have like a trailer.
We tried to preserve it, but the car just didn't.
Just wouldn't do it.
Squish.
Do you guys have any special episodes? A favorite that you like?
I got to tell you, I mean, when J.D. McPherson, when we got him to do his, absolutely phenomenal. It was on the heels of his David Letterman performance. It was on the heels of NPR naming or giving him one of the Records of the Year nods. New Musical Express had called him top 10 records of the year. And he came in. I've known him for several years and mutual friends, and he knows my love of the Smiths and Morrissey.
Yeah.
And after, I don't remember if it was after or before.
Yeah, right after he played Scandalous, yeah.
They did an old Smiths tune, and that was so awesome. Just a couple of chords of it, but it was very, very cool.
And Nathan, do you have your favorite as well?
Absolutely. I do enjoy episodes where it's just one person because those are a lot easier to shoot. But my favorite are the ones when we try to fit as many people as humanly possible because it's like playing Tetris with people. Honestly.
Polyphonic Spree.
Yeah, the Polyphonic Spree. This band out of Dallas, Texas, that sports as many as 20 members at any one time, managed to fit about 14 human beings into the van. We had trumpets, violins, horns, guitars, the whole shebang. That's always going to be one of my favorites. And hip-hop artist here from Oklahoma City, JB.
It's like 11 or something, right?
He brought a lot of friends.
Up in Oklahoma City, peering out my blinds. Window to my soul, trying to find a peace of mind. Everybody, hard body, playing that tough role. Put my chrome in or find a way to...
I think only there was one guitarist. He rapped and had a singer, but the rest of the people were just hanging out in the van. And that's I think that's what we strive for, a unique listening experience for sure.
I also, I've touched on this several times too. I remember them by temperature. Because there has been some incredibly cold ones. The Jacob Abello and Stephen Battles one was so bloody cold. And then the Vaccines and Brianna Gaither still remain the hottest. It had to have been 200 degrees in there as we were driving around.
Yeah, when we have those hot episodes, I am a videographer and a professional sweater, I believe. We turn it into the spy sauna instead of the spy van.
You come in, lose a couple of pounds, play a song.
Now, speaking of one person, you guys just celebrated your 100th, and this was Travis Johnson from Grooms playing an acoustic version of Very, Very Librarian. Let's hear a little bit of that.
Very, very librarian. Very, very librarian.
What did it mean to finally be hitting 100 episodes, Ferris? What did that mean to you?
It's just crazy to think it's been 3 years and 100 of these, you know? I mean, it was just such a simple idea with like-minded people, and it's caught on. I mean, we have, I don't know if it was a particular goal at the beginning, but we never really saw an end to it. We saw it continuing to go. I mean, the local music scene here in Oklahoma is really one of the best in the country. I mean, I feel like kind of a homer saying that, but it's true. I've been in the radio business for 25 years, and it's amazing how diverse, how many genre and mixed genres there are here, and they're really, really good at it. And but one of the things that's amazing is we've had national touring acts like the Vaccines and Midlake that's coming up, and Ivan and Alyosha, and so, you know, some of the others contact us, as well as numerous others now saying, hey, how do we sign up? How do we, while we're coming through town, how can we sign up for a VDub session?
Absolutely, and that's just come from the enthusiasm of the local music scene.
Yeah.
It's because people have wanted to do it here that's attracted attention of bands that are out of town, because everybody's connected to somebody at some point, and they see these episodes, they see their friends, and they want an opportunity, and that's fine by us.
Isley, who's from Tyler, Texas, so I mean they're definitely national, international, but still kind of backyard friends. I've known the girls for a while, and Jonathan Fowler. I think it was a free concert that they did in
OU's campus.
Yeah, OU campus a couple years ago, and we got them to come along. And I think the VDub session is still like their second or third most viewed video of this band that has international record sales.
And now, what does the future hold for the VDub sessions?
100 more.
Here's to 100 more. Have you guys got any? I mean, now that you've reached 100, do you guys have any bands that you're really looking forward to? What can people expect?
Yeah, one that Ferris just mentioned, this band Midlake, they're touring with Pearl Jam, and they're going to both be playing the Chesapeake Arena later this month, and we're super excited to have Midlake jump in the van.
And they contacted us, so I mean, it's going to be. I think they'll probably be our biggest outside of Oklahoma get so far.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I want to keep doing this until the old bus breaks down. Honestly.
Hey, you can still fix it. It's a VW. You can fix those things. Fantastic. Nathan and Ferris, thank you very much for joining me. We look forward to 100 more VDub sessions.
Thank you.
Yep.
Woo! It's hot in here.